What's up, people? Welcome back to HitTheBid.net. Yeah, that's right, Hit the Bid. Hey, isn't you argue that suck my? No, no more. HitTheBid.net. What's that? HitTheBid.net. HitTheBid.net. Say again? Say again? See the bars on my face? Kind of apropos. Wait, let me see. It's me looking out of my prison cell, like Jerry Byrne, the guy that took down my Newark office. Jerry Byrne. How come you don't call me back anymore? I was going to come visit you in prison with a camera crew. We were going to do a whole story about the book that you're trying to write. And speaking of books, I'm going to finally get the Disciplined Investor book from Andrew Horowitz this weekend at the trade show. So I'll be talking about that next week. That's right. And I just want to say thank you to all the bloggers that have helped me. And again, I need you to all change the name to HitTheBid.net if you could. And I will do the same for you if ever you get in trouble with lawyers and need to change your name. But here's what we're talking about. I learned something. Ooh. And right now I'm in that mood where I'm actually feeling good about myself. I got an email today saying, I just subscribed to your show, and you seem like you're a very negative guy. You always this negative? Because I don't really need any more negativity in my life. I think that's what the email went on to say. But yeah, you know what? I am pretty negative. I am a negative guy. My wife wants me to read self-help books. I said, honey, I am self-help. I help others. I finally embraced the horror because that's my plight in life. Not a plight, because I enjoy helping others. As long as you buy the new t-shirts, the HitTheBid.net t-shirts, hats. We're going to have some women at the expo walking around with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. But let's see, what was I saying now? I don't even know. Oh, I do this because it relieves stress for me. See now, a lot of people think that I'm making all this money. Oh boy. Tell me, here's what I'm going to tell you I did. Let's go back and look at the SNCR trade from last week. I'm a big advocate of straddles because there's no way right now you're going to pick a stock and know which direction it's going to go, especially during earnings season. But if you know you're going to get a 3 or 4 point move, you might as well play both sides. So with the SNCR, when the stock was at 22.5, you got fair value. What this was not called a straddle, but this is called a strangle, because you're going out to the $25 calls and you're buying $20 puts. So at that point, when the stock was 22.5, you were getting a guessed fair value for the 25s and the 20s because the stock was trading in between both of them exactly. So the entire position cost you $1.80. So what you needed that stock to do was have a decent enough move where one side of your strangle was profitable enough to compensate for the losing side. But what had happened during that day, the stock ran all the way up to 25 and change, so you could have taken the profit on the $25 calls that day, and then said, you know what? Let's hang on to the 22.5 puts for a week or so. Maybe the stock will come in. And you know what? The stock came in that same day. Then the earnings came out, and the stock went all the way down to 19. So boom, you could have made money on the strangle in one particular day, and that's what's going on with the dryers right now. Wasn't able to didn't do any day trading because all my PCs are gone. All I got left right now is one Mac. I'm down to one computer out of 4. Amazing. That is a true curse. I just wreck machines. One machine, the guy said there's not even a point in fixing it, so that's bye-bye. Maybe the Newark guys, they still have all those computers in storage. Maybe they'll give me a computer for all the money that I lost with them. And one day we'll go on vigilante. We're gonna have to go vigilante. That's 10 years from now, we'll go on vigilante. Mark my words. You know who I'm talking about. Not you, Jim, but Ray. Ray, we're going vigilante on you. So from 10 years from now, if suddenly a hood comes over your head and you're thrown to the back of a van and you wake up all lubed up, tied to a tree, you'll know why. All right? But I digress. With the dryers, if I learned anything from the SNCR trade, with the dryers, I know for the fact I'm still mental about the stock going up 35 points basically 35 points after I sold out of it. That is hit the bid in its essence. Because let me explain what that trade was for all you noobs. This is a stock that I was getting hammered on. I didn't know anything about it. Yeah, they ship stuff. So I bought some on the way down at 60 and some at 55. Next thing you know, this thing's down at 51. I'm crying. So I was like, I'm going to make a stand there at 50. So I basically octupled my position, and something that you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to triple, double, quadruple down on a losing position. But I said, shit, you know what? I'm dumping at 50, so I might as well make the last stand. So I went crazy at 50, and next thing you know, the market started rallying, And then I saw my cost average was 51.50. The stock's at 52.50. Yippee-ki-yay! I turned a pretty bad loss into a couple of point gain. So let me get the hell out. I'm sorry, a point gain. So I said, let me get the hell out. Not thinking that maybe I should hang on to that $60 lot and the $55 lot just to see what happens. But I didn't. Let's go back. The DRIYS right now. So what I said I'm willing to buy the $80 puts at $1, and I'm willing to buy the $90 calls at $1. They expire tomorrow, but the numbers are coming out today. The stock has ran from 50 to 85. So I have to assume that if they don't say anything perfect, the stock's going to give back at least 10 of those points, right? 10 points? So we're talking about 73. So if I have an $80 put at $1 and the stock opens up tomorrow at 73, you do the math. Again, I bought the $90 calls at $1, okay? Maybe they are going to say something awesome. Maybe that sell-off was unwarranted and the stock's going to go right back up to 120 and go back to 150. I don't know. I don't care. All I want is a big move. That's my point. But what I did learn from the S-on-CR trade, and I really hate that stock now. I'm not going near it anymore. Oh, congratulations to all you Riverbed. That's why you got to come to the chat room. I was spewing Riverbed all day. Riverbed this, Riverbed that. You got to get into it. Takeover rumors suddenly. Massive, massive. So with the dryers, we got a stock that I got my puts at $1 and my calls at $1. And each one of them were at $1.50 at one point in the day. So I turned my computer on. I said, holy shit, look at that. I'm up 50%. In theory, that's awesome. I made 50% in one day on my money. Again, it's still only $500. I have 10 contracts. Yippee-ki-yay, I made $500. You know what? Boom, I took the money. Next thing you know, the stock starts selling off. Now the puts are in the money by 50 cents. Bang! You know what? I just made 50% of my money, which basically, in theory, doubled my money from about 9:45 till I don't even know what time. I got out of both pretty recently. I just put orders out there. I saw them out there. When they were above the price, I put stop limits in there, and I took my money. Now, if anything's going, the original plan was to hold through the earnings. The original plan was to hold through the earnings looking for a 10-point move. I do not own these options anymore. I do not own the dryers puts, D, Q, R, N, P, $80 puts for February trading at 120 by 140 as we speak. I do not own the D, Q, R, BRs trading at 95 by $1 right now. I do not own any of these. I have taken my profit. And if we've learned anything from March, I am not the destroyer of companies. I am the liberator of them. These... I don't even have to talk anymore, right? You could fill in the blank. I do not own either one of these sides. So, again, why am I doing this? Because you know what? Maybe I'm going to get screwed. Somewhere I was like, you know what? It makes too much sense. Maybe it's not going to work. Maybe it's not going to work out. But so far, I've sold each option at a good price, which is remarkable. Never happens that way. I would think if I sold the call first, stock would have been at $90 by now, but whatever. The point of the story is I'm supposed to be holding these options into the report looking for a 10-point move, and now I'm not. Now I'm not. What does that mean to you? That means to you should give it a shot. Don't yell at me, but this is what it's all about. This is a risky situation. You're gonna need a substantial move to make anything. And you're laying out $1.35 and $1.10 right now. $1.35 on the put, $1.10 on the calls. You're gonna need a substantial move because if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's not happening because they expire and you're gonna lose your money. Bye-bye. Nice for playing. Okay? So, just remember, I'm patting myself on the back right now. What does that mean to you? LLNW. I'm patting myself on the back right now. What does that mean? NYX going up 20 points. You've been following me. These are I'm patting myself on the back trades. And what happens to that? Those are the ones that always work out to the most massive exponential amounts of profit and percentage gains is on your part, not my part, because I'm out. I doubled my money and I'm feeling good about myself. Yeah. So when the stock's down at $48 today, gap down 30,